right, a very good morning, a very good evening, and a very good afternoon, depending from which continent you are watching this YouTube channel from. It's a very cold morning here in Uganda. It is a very cold morning, Saturday morning. It's a very cold morning. Thank you for watching this YouTube channel. Jimmy Apollo, I'm back again with your latest transfer news for you over there. Just make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you are new, make sure that you share the video. Don't forget to hit the like button because you will always be informed with everything that is happening on this YouTube channel. In case I have anything new, you are going to be the first to get into the know of it. Okay, so otherwise today I have lots of news for you, but quick one. What you have to do, just subscribe if you're new. Help your boy reach to that maximum number. Just subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button if you really like the video. Starting from United transfers, what is going on in United apart from the take-on saga, apart from the ownership saga, United are really into the market. They're looking to bring in more new players, and the player in question is none other than Mount. United are prepared to again hit back with another bid. Remember, they sent in their first bid worth £40 million. That bid was rejected by Chelsea. Chelsea wants in excess of £70 million. They value Mount at around £70 million with this 2 year remaining on the contract. So they think that £70 million is something that is worthy of Mount. But reliable sources indicate that they are ready to decrease. They are ready to reduce on that valuation. Remember, Chelsea have to comply with the PFF rules before 30th of June. They have to sell some players. So it is said that United are ready, and United know exactly that the player, because the player wants to come to them, that is Mount. They really know that the player is going to come, and they're optimistic that the valuation, or they will reach an agreement between United and Chelsea. But on the player side, there's nothing. Everything is agreed, remaining only the club side. So £40 million was rejected. So United are ready to go back again with a fresh valuation. That is next week. So wait and see how far that deal is going to go. But as I've told you, they are prepared to go back with another bid. Speaking Chelsea are also said to have reached an advanced stage as regards to negotiation between Chelsea and Caicedo. On personal terms, it is said that Chelsea have agreed, and they are about to agree because everything is sorted out between the player and Chelsea. Just some few details on the salary. But now, what is going to take place next week? Chelsea are ready to go and strike the button as they place in their bid. Remember, Caicedo is valued at over 75 million, and they are looking to get in excess of 75 million. That is Team Brighton. It will be a hard one to negotiate, but Chelsea they are ready to go and push the button and place in their bid next week after reaching a final conclusion with the player concerning personal terms. The player is willing to join Chelsea. He is ready to play for Chelsea even if they are not in Europe. So let's wait and see how far that deal will go. But the main point is that Chelsea are going to place in a bid next week as reported by a transfer guru, that is Fabrizio Romano. So that is it for you. And then still speaking Chelsea and Arsenal. Yesterday, Arsenal placed in their first bid for Kai Havertz. That was around 55 million pounds, but Chelsea rejected it. They want in excess of 70 million pounds. The sources close to the deal, they say that they will negotiate, and something close to 60 million pounds will be enough for the player to leave, that is Stamford Bridge, and join Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal of late have gone to dig into deep into bringing Chelsea players. Jorginho is said to be behind this, convincing the player for Arsenal about Arsenal's project. So it is said that Kai Havertz has agreed and has given a green light to Arsenal to go and bid, because he has refused to sign. Chelsea wants the player to remain, but the player doesn't want to remain. The player wants to try a new challenge, and it is said that Arsenal's project might be appealing to the player. Remember that Real Madrid are also in for the player, much as they will not match Chelsea's valuation of over 60 million pounds. Remember also, Thomas Tuchel also loves the player, but Bayern are not in to the player, much as they appreciate the player, but they haven't yet come up with a bid for the player. But that means that Arsenal are the only team that have shown seriousness for the player. Okay, let's wait and see how far that deal will go. It is said that anytime from now, Arsenal are going to come back with another improved bid that might allow them acquire the player. Arsenal wants to bring in all their targets before they head to Nuremberg for that pre-season training. So let's wait and see if Arsenal by then will have acquired Kai Havertz. Still speaking, Arsenal, they are going to go back with a second bid to go and scoop. That is Declan Rice. Everything on the player side is complete. Now, what's remaining? I said that Arsenal are preparing an excess of 90 million pounds plus add-ons. That will take the deal close to 100 million pounds. That is the valuation of the player as per West Ham. So they think that if Arsenal matches that valuation of 100 million pounds plus, the player will be joining Arsenal. That is for you over there. So let's wait and see how far that deal is going to go. Still speaking, Arsenal are preparing, are considering a bidding for Romeo Lavia. Remember, I told you sometime back that Arsenal, because they are going to go big for that is Musa. That is Declan Rice. I didn't think that they would consider going in for Musa Caicedo at the same price, because they thought that if they could get Declan Rice at around 70 or 80 million pounds, then they could go for Musa Caicedo. So now that Declan Rice is going to go for around 100 million pounds. That means the funds are so limited, so they have to go for a cheaper option, and that option is none other than Romeo Lavia. Remember, Arteta worked with him when he was still at the Manchester City team. So it is said that a deal worth 40 to 35 million pounds will be enough to convince Southampton to sell, because Southampton, they know very well that there is a clause that gives Man City a first refusal to buy, that is buyback option. That option will be initiated, that is next year, that for around 40 million pounds. In case they don't sell the player now, Man City can come and take the player. So they have to sell him now so that they can also use that money to equip their squad in the championship. Let's wait and see how far that deal is going to go. And then apart from that, West Ham have rejected Roma's request for taking Samaka on loan. So remember, Roma were requesting that they wanted to take Skamaka on loan rather, but West Ham have said no. They want the player to be sold permanently. That is for you over there. And then apart from that, there is no approval. There is no approval from Chelsea see concerning Lautaro Martinez. For those who are watching this channel, remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to always like the video. Okay, don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel. And then Chelsea, Inter Milan are close to agreeing deals with Yannick Bisek, that defender from German. It's said that they are closing in to agreeing deal with Yannick Bisek. And then from there, let's go to France. Julian Nagelsmann, is said that the deal between PSG and Julian Nagelsmann is off the table. And then Juventus are also in for Timothy Castegan. Remember, Leicester City defender. Arsenal also wanted the player, but nothing concrete. So Juventus have also jumped into the boat. Finally, Liverpool are in for Nico Barella. They think that Inter Milan are going to sell the player. Inter Milan bought the player at around £70 million. So Liverpool are in for Nico Barella. And then lastly, Wolfsburg are in advanced talks with none other than Thiago Thomas from Sporting. So that is it for you over there who is watching this YouTube channel for your latest transfers. So I've told you, do one thing: hit the like button, subscribe to this channel if you're new, so that you can always get the latest information. I'll be coming back again with more information, but watch out for Arsenal, United and Chelsea. Next week will be a crucial week because deals are going to be sorted out. Chelsea are willing to negotiate for those two players. Chelsea are willing to negotiate over Mason Mount's move to United, and Chelsea are willing to negotiate over Kai Havertz's move. I think for Kai Havertz, it will be an excess of around £60 million. It'll be enough for them to part ways with the player, because the player doesn't want to stay at the club. The same with Mason Mount. He might leave the club and join United at around for around 60 to £65 million. That is for you over there. Thanks so much for watching this video. Always remember to subscribe and to this channel. Remember to like and hit the notification button if you want to get more from me. Have a blessed weekend.